Welcome back. We got a new project we're working on today. I'm probably backlit, but you don't really need to see me anyways. This one right here, I'm gonna go do a quick walk around. I'll tell you what the plan is for it, fix what's going on, talk about the issues, but this one's kind of cool. It's rare. It's a 1985 Jeep Cherokee Chief two-door. So they're getting harder to find, so I wanted to pick this one up. Got it on like a buy one, get one deal. So we're gonna do a little mini project with it, mini series. If that's interesting to you guys, if you wanna see more about this thing, let me know, like, send some comments down below, subscribe, consider doing all that normal stuff. But let's just jump right into it. So you can pretty much see, for the most part, what it is. Jeep Cherokee XJ, it's a 1985, and it is a Cherokee Chief. Now this one's not stock, it's got a 4.5-inch rough country lift on it. That's the way it came. These are just my roller tires that I use when I'm picking up stuff. It came with different tires, but when I'm towing it, I know these are good and they're street tires, and that's why I throw them on there. But otherwise, this is pretty much, actually it did come with some bumpers, front and rear, Smitty built, the swing out, and then like a winch bumper up front. I ended up taking that off, using it for something else, but I kind of want to take this one back to a little bit stock, or what it kind of would have looked like. I'm probably not going to pull the lift kit off of it, since that would be a pain, and having a 4.5-inch, a brand new 4.5-inch lift isn't really a bad thing, but I didn't like the chunky bumpers that were on there, so I took them off. Otherwise, this is exactly how I got it, and it's in pretty decent shape. I'll try to get you a better look at everything. Right now it looks pretty bad. There is a hole in the door, someone cut that out. I'll weld in a panel there, but otherwise the rust really isn't bad on this thing. And let's get a closer look for you guys. But basically, for being a 1985, it's not bad, and it's really not that rusted out. There's nothing in the front fenders, the door, you know, really this is, what I was telling you about this stuff, it's not really rust. What had happened, you can kind of see it up here, I guess the paint was starting to go, and then somebody at some point painted it with latex house paint. Like it's, you know, this is the stuff you paint houses with. You can tell it's like real thick, and it's starting to bleed or is running. So I don't know why someone did that, but they did, and that's what makes the thing look really rusted. But none of this is rust. It's just wrinkly from that house paint, and you can kind of see like the thick orange peel there where they rolled it on or brushed it on. You can still see the brush strokes. Otherwise, there's no rust. The quarters are pretty darn solid. Yeah, it's all solid metal there. It's a little bit wrinkly, a little pitted, but we'll sand that down. The frame is perfect. There's maybe one rust spot on the underside on the floorboards. Other than that, it's clean. So it is a Cherokee Chief. You can see that there. They cut out the Chief part and painted over it, which you know, is what it is. But otherwise, yeah, they chopped that front fender for the bumpers. There's the 4.5-inch rough country lift kit, everything on the front end, the drop pitman, the drop down track bar, did a quick disconnect on the sway bars, standard stuff. The roof, it was missing well, someone had pulled off the roof rack, but it's actually, excuse me, it's in the back of the Jeep. I'll show you that later. And it does have the red interior that I'm a huge fan of. May not be everybody's cup of tea, but I like it. So it's got that. It's got these cool little door pockets in there, which I think came on some of these packages. It's automatic. It's power everything. Windows, locks. The mirror is not power, but other than that, it's power everything. All of the light switches work. Someone put a red LEDs in there, so that's what's on right now, but it's cool. The actual, when you open the door, the lights come on so you can see inside the vehicle. And it's got, let's see, 210 on the gauge. There we go, about 210 on that. It's the dash package, doesn't have the tack, but it does have the actual gauges instead of the idiot lights, so that's nice. Someone put an aftermarket radio in there. What's really cool is it's got power antenna, and that actually kicks on. The antenna starts shooting up when you turn the vehicle on. Air conditioning and heat, which is pretty neat. Someone has retrofitted this. That AC has an R134 recharge kit on it, so I could probably hook up I don't know if it actually works. I've never tried that. But if not, I could just recharge it with a can from Walmart, figure out where the leak's at, and then fix that. Really cool floor mats that came with this like shag carpeting. These are original and hard to find. The seat, I had a seat cover on there because I'm dirty, but the seats are not ripped up. They're in great condition. They are the 2-door seats. Back seat's in great condition as well and matches. The carpet's in good condition. Just a bunch of stuff on it. This is pretty much how I got it a little while back. It wasn't running when I got it, but I sorted that out, and it was low on some fluid, so I topped everything off. And the back seat is down right now, but there's the center console, so that would be going right back over there. Everything in the back is in great condition. That's the original red spare tire cover, which is super cool. I'm sure that's hard to find. Got some Jeep hubcaps over there. Front drive shaft is sitting back there because of the lift kit. The guy that had the camber and caster off, it was way off, so he couldn't get the front drive shaft to line up. And that is the roof rack. Those are the bars and the crossbars sitting over there. Those need to be bolted back to the roof, but I'll tell you why I'm not doing that just yet in a minute. Headliner's in great condition. Sun visors are in great condition. Everything's pretty nice on this truck. And real quick, I'll pop the hood for you. Oh, it's already popped, so that makes sense. So let's take a look at what's under the hood, because this isn't what you'd see on a normal Cherokee. This is a GM 2.8 liter V6. So this was an option. This was, I think, the top engine option for 84 through 86. Not the best motor in the world. It's not the straight 6, but it is what it is. So that's it in all of its glory or lack thereof. Take a look on the other side. The grill's pretty straightforward. Someone swapped in LEDs on everything. Cool, whatever. The side got the same paint treatment, which is starting to be cut off or sanded off back there by the previous owner. So that's what's going on there. It's not rust. We'll head to the rear. And just give you an idea of what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna go ahead and restore it. So I wish they didn't paint this stuff, but they did. So I'm gonna sand everything down and I'm gonna repaint it. I'm probably gonna go with white, and I'm gonna try to keep it as a Cherokee Chief. The only problem is they don't, in the aftermarket, you can't get these Cherokee Chief decals for a 2-door. You can find them for 4 doors, but with it being a 2-door, the front door is longer. You don't have a second door, so your sticker being cut to fit, it's not going to work on a 2-door. They don't make them. So I'm gonna have to try to get clever with that. So that's the grand scheme of things, the plan with this guy. I think, yeah, the 4-wheel drive needs a little bit of work because it's got that vacuum disconnect deal, and this thing's all taken apart because I guess the previous owner bent up the 4-wheel drive lever, so we got to deal with that. Dash is in great condition, no cracks, but let's, I guess, sure, we'll fire it up for you, let you hear it run. Starts right up. Carburetor's in great condition. I think it was rebuilt. So the engine sounds great. It runs really well. It's got a new exhaust on the thing. And it idles great. So that is my plan for this Jeep. I'll take you guys along. If you like it, if you want to see more of this Jeep, consider subscribing, do something, help me out. Appreciate it. Take it easy.